I ate fast food for 18 consecutive days, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it damn near killed me. I wasn't exercising, wasn't drinking any water, stressed out about this CRBA. It almost took me out of here. This isn't clickbait. Welcome back to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. 2 weeks in Manila damn near killed me. You know, I'm eating all that bad food every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Wasn't working out. Wasn't drinking water like I normally do. Stressed out over the CRBA process, man, and I was feeling bad. I thought I was gonna have to go to the emergency room, to the hospital, man. You know, I was riding the ferry, so on the way back, you know, I'm 62, so if you're 60 years old or over, they give you a little exam. You know, they take your temperature, they take your blood pressure. And the lady says, you know, hey, your blood pressure is a 148 over 90. And I was like, what? You know, they wasn't gonna let me get on the boat. You know, I pride myself on staying in shape, man. My family doesn't have a history of blood pressure problems on either side. You know, I work out all the time, man, drink plenty water. I take pride in that. But when she told me 148 over 90, and I'm thinking, you know, because I'm looking at the blood pressure machine, it's an old World War II blood pressure machine. I'm thinking, well, maybe that's the problem, you know, and I brushed it off. Thankfully, they let me ride the boat, and I came home, and, you know, our daughter's a nurse. Well, she's going to school to be a nurse. She's a second-year nursing school. And so she, this out of the club, guy said, you know, let me take your blood pressure. So she took my blood pressure, 150 over 90. You know, and I'm getting a little funny. I was getting a little funny feeling here. And, you know, Merle was like, you know, we need to go to the doctor. You know, I'm not a medical professional or anything like that. And I said, hold on. Let's wait a few days. Let me get back to my normal routine to see if that's going to help. Before we panic and go over here and, you know, have them admit me into the hospital, which I know they're going to do. And so today when I got up, it was 140 over 90, which still isn't good. I have normal blood pressure regularly. So, you know, she'll be here to January 5th, and she's going to continue to monitor, you know, my blood pressure, but I know what it is. You know, when you eat out, man, all that sodium, see, that's the killer. All that sodium's in that food, on top of all the other stuff that they put in those ingredients. That's one lesson I had to learn over here. The food is not the same. The ingredients are not the same. They cook with a lot of MSG over here. You probably heard of that brand Magic Syrup. Yeah, it's nothing but 100% MSG they putting in your food. And that stuff over time, man, takes an effect on you. So this morning, you know, this is my first day starting back on my strict diet. No coffee, no sugar, you know, no candy, cookies, chips, any of that stuff, man. Sweet drinks, none of that. You know, only natural sugar. And I'm going to try to do this at least for 90 days. But the point is to bring my blood pressure down, man. And of course, I got a headache right now because I'm having withdrawals from sugar and maybe caffeine too. But I wanted to come on here and talk to you about that because when you come over here, a lot of you guys, man, you're going to eat out all the time, man. I believe this is what's killing a lot of men over here because we're dropping dead for no apparent reason. Nobody looks into the fact that it could be the diet over here. Some of the guys that you've seen die lately, I won't say any names, they were in pretty good shape. They swam in the ocean. They jogged, they walked, they did all kind of stuff, man. Then all of a sudden, just dropped dead. I think it has a lot to do with the diet here. Certainly the ingredients. But anyway, I wanted to talk about it, man, because we just don't. Our focus is strictly on relationships over here, man. It's time that we grow up as men, man. You're gonna blow up. You're gonna end up dying over here because that's what almost happened to me. You know, if I'd have stayed in Manila one more week, I'd be in the hospital. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. You can't eat Jollibee every day, Texas Roadhouse, Chili's, and all those other places. I was eating that every single day. Not only was it killing me, but it was killing my pocket too. I don't see how y'all do it. I don't see how you can afford to eat out every day. One of the criteria you should even have for a woman over here, because that's what you over here for, is make sure she can cook. If she can't cook at home, you make sure you can cook at home. Otherwise, man, you're not going to last over here. I've been seeing videos on why expats don't last a year, why expats only last 2 years. Yeah, because they dead. That diet over here is going to kick your butt, man. It's going to kill you. It damn near killed me, man. You know, I let my guard down. But I'm going to be honest, man, I was stressing over the CRBA because it's important. I didn't want to die. I didn't want something to happen to me without taking care of Booby's paperwork. Yeah, that's a big deal. I cannot leave my daughter here without any sort of options once she reaches adulthood. It's tough over here, man. The struggle's real over here, no matter what anybody tells you. We don't talk about it a lot, you know, because I don't believe it does any good. It's really none of my business, and it's no knock on the people. You know, that wheel of life doesn't discriminate. It just simply lets you off wherever it lets you off, and then you got to deal with that. Okay? But thank y'all so much for stopping by, man. I'm going to be okay, you know, because it's going to slowly come down. It's going to slowly get back to normal because I'm going to start doing the things that I normally do. I let my guard down, man, you know. And then you add on top of that damn food on that boat is horrible. It's basically rice and slop. And you know they probably using sodium galore in that to stretch it. Because that's what gets you, man. So I'm getting rid of my soy sauce. Anything that has sodium in it. I don't want anything in a can. You know, we were talking about food yesterday on my members only live stream, and it's easy to eat clean over here, but you got to do it. You got to take the initiative. It's easy to eat clean. For breakfast today, I had 3 bananas because they say potassium helps bring your blood pressure down. A navel orange and a Fuji apple. Delicious. Now Marilyn's in there now boiling me some, boiled eggs. So no more rice, no more bread, none of that stuff, man, until I get back to my normal self, man, because I'm not ready to check out. Remember we was talking about me and dying prematurely? Keep eating that fast food. Keep eating out all the time because you're too lazy to cook or your woman can't cook or you trying to impress somebody. And you're going to end up dead. So if you're in America, if you're in the Philippines, wherever you are, find in your heart to help somebody. Now, the day goes by, I don't help somebody. Next Wednesday is our 50,000 peso Christmas to Remember giveaway drawing. I want to give a shout out to the guys who matched me, my 5,000 pesos, to make that happen. This is our 3rd year in a row of doing that, just bringing some joy and some happiness to the families over here, man. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Don't do anything stupid, man. Watch what you eat over here. Watch what they put into the food, even when you're cooking at home. I told them, no more fried foods for me, even though we got the olive oil in there. No more MSG for me. No more magic syrup. No more soy sauce. All that stuff, man, will come together and kill you. Dead. Okay? I'm not on here preaching, man. I'm telling you my story. I was in a bad way for about the last week. And then I had this, what they call the Manila cold on top of that. I'm just now getting over that. I was scared, man. See, I've been putting it off for getting back on my strict diet. But when my blood pressure was 150 over 90, yeah, it made me stop and take a look at what I was doing, man. I got lazy.
Boots on the ground, don't do nothing stupid. Give that man his flowers, a tribute through music. If I don't